Hello and welcome, my name is Kyle FtW and welcome to another Call of Duty Top 10 video. In this video we are counting on the top 10 worst kill streaks in Call of Duty history. Last week I did the top 10 best kill streaks. That was a lot of fun and I thought it would be fun to go back and look at the top 10 worst kill streaks of all time. This is a pretty good list here. There may be some controversial ones, but I think again with my big kill streak setup, or my big kill streak video, this will probably be a video where a lot of you guys probably agree with me on some of these. But anyways, let's go ahead and not waste any more of your guys' time. Let's jump right into the list. So coming in at the number 10 spot, we have the Loki from Call of Duty Ghosts. This is the highest kill streak in the assault category in Call of Duty Ghosts, and basically what it is you go up into a satellite and you have large rods, small rods, a juggernaut, and a care package. So what the care package does is it will put a care package out on the map that has an assault kill streak in it, so it can be anything from the SATCOM all the way up until all the way up to the, I think, the Battle Hind. And you also get a large rod, which is basically a giant missile that comes down and crashes on the map, and you get a small rod that goes down and does a smaller area of effect damage, and finally you get a juggernaut, which is basically an assault squad mate. The reason this is on my number 10 spot as the worst kill streak of all time is because it is a 15 kill streak in Call of Duty Ghosts, so people rarely got this. On the maps in Call of Duty Ghosts, the buildings on those maps made this streak very, very poor. And you combine that with a very small area of effect with the missile. It sounds like a badass kill streak, but then when you actually go to use it, it's kind of clunky to use. It has a kind of a circular motion to how it moves instead of like an AC-130 where you can kind of move up and down on the map, if that makes any sense. The Loki, you just look straight down on the map and you kind of have to navigate around the map. The small rod does almost no damage, as you may see in the gameplay. I launch a small rod down, it hits an enemy, and I actually get a hit marker with a small rod. Then a large rod is probably the best part of the kill streak, as well as the juggernaut, because the juggernaut will follow you around and is basically a squad mate that's in a juggernaut suit, so it doesn't get killed very easily. So the Loki is not the worst streak ever, but it's definitely, as a high kill streak, is definitely not very good, which is why it's on the number 10 spot on this list, not on the countdown. So now jumping into the number 9 spot, we have the EMP from Modern Warfare 2. Now before you guys get mad, this streak is useful. I will completely admit that this streak is very, very useful in the fact that it can disable enemy kill streaks, it can disable enemy equipment, it can disable enemies' HUDs. But the problem with this is that I say this is the EMP from Modern Warfare 2, not the Black Ops 2 EMP or the EMP from Black Ops 3. This is the Modern Warfare 2, and the reason why this is on my list is because I believe that the EMP is an 18 kill streak within Modern Warfare 2, which means it is so high that nobody will ever use the EMP because they have the chopper gunner, they have the AC-130, they have the nuke, they have, I can't remember what streaks are above those on the list. I know that there are some above that. Actually, I think the EMP is only a 16 kill streak, but it is a ridiculously high kill streak. And something that you might notice about the gameplay in the background for these, for a few streaks on this list, is that I have Black Ops 4 gameplay, only because I can't go back into Modern Warfare 2 and drop an EMP. Unfortunately, I apologize for that, but that's just how it is. But the EMP in Modern Warfare 2 is just bad because it's such a high kill streak that people will never use it. And honestly, I think maybe when I played Modern Warfare 2, I might have gotten EMP like 3 times in total. So the EMP is not very useful in Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. It's very useful. It's actually one of those popular streaks that people used to go for nuclears. But when you're going for a nuke in Modern Warfare 2, being that you don't have to use only your weapon to get a nuke, the EMP pretty much is kind of useless in Modern Warfare 2. Which is why it's number 9 on this list. Now jumping into the number 8 spot, we have the Vulture from Call of Duty Ghosts. Now the gameplay in the background will maybe show you guys a little bit better light of how good this kill streak could be, but the problem is that I'm playing against recruit bots, and in all reality, the Vulture does nothing in regular multiplayer, because number 1, it's very easy to run away from in Call of Duty Ghosts. Number 2, it's very easy to destroy. Number 3, if you're using Incog, I think is what the perk is in Call of Duty Ghosts, the Vulture is just useless. It does absolutely nothing. It does follow you around, and it does sometimes get a few kills, but in all reality, the Guard Dog is much better, and the Vulture is a 9 kill streak. So would you rather use a Battle Hind, or would you rather use a Vulture? And most people would say they would rather use the Battle Hind over the Vulture, because it's just the Battle Hind is just better all around than the Vulture. But yeah, the Vulture just isn't a very good streak, and it comes in at the number 8 spot. Now coming in at the number 7 spot, we have the Strafing Run from Modern Warfare 3. This streak is basically 3 helicopters in the sky that you call in. I can't remember if it is exactly called the Strafing Run. I'm pretty sure it is. But in Modern Warfare 3, you call in these helicopters. I think this is a 9 kill streak, or an 8 kill streak, so it'll replace basically the escort drone equivalent, or the AH-6 Overwatch, which is what it's called in Modern Warfare 3. But basically what this does is you call it in, and it moves 3 helicopters across the map, killing any enemies in sight, which sounds like a badass, scary streak, except it's pretty bad. You can easily shoot this down, and if you shoot one rocket at the middle helicopter, it can blow up and destroy every helicopter in the streak. So basically it can be completely useless if you shoot it up and destroy one of the helicopters. Another reason that this streak isn't very good is because with all of the buildings on Modern Warfare 3 and the fact that you can see this streak on the minimap and the fact that it is so loud, it basically just goes over the map and kills nothing. Then it goes over the map again, maybe gets one person. So for a 9 or 8 kill streak in Modern Warfare 3, where you can easily use the AH-6 Overwatch, which is exponentially better than the Strafing Run, it comes in at the number 7 spot. Now coming into the number 6 spot, we have Valkyrie Rockets from Black Ops 1. This streak is an interesting streak. Basically what you do is you kill, I think it's a 6 kill streak within Black Ops 1, and you get 2 rockets. You look through a visor and you shoot them up into the sky, and it goes down and kills enemies. But the problem with this streak for me, and why I think it's one of the worst streaks of all time, is because you only get 2 rockets, number 1. You're putting yourself at a huge disadvantage because you're standing there calling it in, and the rocket is ginormous and it goes up into the sky. And so you're really easy to see. Number 3, you can shoot it and kill yourself, which you actually probably saw in the gameplay. I launched it and I hit right in front of me and I killed myself. And it's also really bad because I don't think you can destroy airstreaks. I don't think it has enough juice, quote unquote, in it to destroy those high kill streaks or destroy kill streaks in general. So basically, it's a rocket that you shoot in the sky. It's basically an overpowered rocket launcher, and it's pretty dang useless unless you get really lucky with it. And it comes in at the number 6 spot. So every kill streak I'm talking about in this list is in a regular multiplayer match. Of course, they're all going to look decently good against bots because they're playing against recruit bots. But a normal player can easily avoid the Valkyrie Rockets in every streak on this list. Now jumping into the number 5 spot, we have, this may be a controversial one, we have every single Sentry Gun in Call of Duty except for the games that either didn't have a Sentry Gun or Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2. The Sentry Gun, it's just one of those streaks that is not very good and has never really been that good because it's all about where you place it. And in Modern Warfare 2 and in Black Ops 1, as well as I think Modern Warfare 3, all you had to do was run up to it, knife it one time, boom, gone, there goes your 5 or 6 kill streak. You just wasted it, it's gone forever, and you have to go and get another 5 kill streak. So basically, it's kind of worthless sometimes. It just doesn't do anything, and you worked hard for it. I mean, 5 kill streak is sometimes pretty tough. So you work hard, you get this streak, you call it in, and all of a sudden it gets destroyed instantly, and you're annoyed because it didn't get you a single kill, and it got hit in one knife, which is just super annoying. I mean, every Sentry Gun is like this, and they have bad targeting systems usually. The reason I excluded the Black Ops 3 one and the Black Ops 2 one is because the Black Ops 2 one was a lot better. The Black Ops 2 one was pretty easy to destroy as well. It only took 2 knives, but the Black Ops 3 one was absolutely amazing. It would laser people. It had super good targeting systems. It was called the Hardened Sentry for a reason. It took a lot of hits to kill, and it was a very powerful streak. But the Sentry Gun in every other Call of Duty game, including Black Ops 4, just didn't do anything. I mean, it just stands there, makes a noise, starts shooting at them, but it's really easy to avoid. And in Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1, it is extraordinarily useless because you just go up and knife it and it's gone. Super easy, and you can easily avoid the gun because the targeting systems just aren't very accurate, and it definitely comes in at the number 5 spot. So now jumping into the number 4 spot, we have the Precision Airstrike from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. This streak just stinks. You call it in, it's an airstrike, so it just kind of drops bombs in a specific area which you have to control. And again, with the Infinity Ward maps with a lot of buildings in it, the Precision Airstrike can almost get you no kills every time you use it. It is a low kill streak, which is good, but every time you call in the Precision Airstrike, for me anyway, in my personal experiences, it's either gotten 1 kill or 0 kills. And the problem with that is that the reason it is so bad is because it shows up on the minimap, so you can see the exact trail of the streak, so you can easily get into a building, easily avoid the path. And the Precision Airstrike is just really bad. It just doesn't do the damage that you want it to do. I mean, the Lightning Strike, which I will get to in a minute, the Precision Airstrike, it's just not accurate. It kind of just drops bombs wherever it wants to, and it doesn't really kill that much, and that's why it is at the number 4 spot. Now, coming in at the number 3 spot, we have the Mortar Strike from Black Ops 1 and World at War and Call of Duty World War II. I'm not talking about the Lightning Strike, because the Lightning Strike is pretty damn good in Black Ops 2. It's a little bit nerfed in Black Ops 3, and I guess Black Ops 4 will fit into the poor Mortar Strike at the number 3 spot. The Mortar Strike, the World War II one is by far the worst because it only drops a total of 3 mortars on the map. You drop them and they kill almost nothing every time in World War II. In Black Ops 1, it's decent. Again, I'm playing on Nuketown in the gameplay, so it's going to do well. But the Mortar Strike well, people call it a water balloon strike for a reason. It just drops on the map and doesn't kill anything. So that's why it's so bad. The Black Ops 1 version is good if you get really lucky with it, because it does drop, I think, a variety of mortars on the position that you called in, but for the most part it just drops down, doesn't kill anything, and then you just wasted a 6 kill streak, so it's just pretty bad. And World at War was kind of the same thing. You call in your artillery and you would maybe get a kill or 2, but for the most part it was just pretty useless, and it comes in at the number 3 spot. Jumping in the number 2 spot, we have the Recon Drone from Advanced Warfare. This streak is only useful if you're playing in a full party and you're playing Search and Destroy, but you have to upgrade it at Advanced Warfare for it to be even worthwhile. I mean, yes, it's only a 3.5 kill streak, so of course it's not going to be very good, but in Advanced Warfare, you just don't want to use the Recon Drone. I mean, it doesn't kill anything. All it does is go around the map, and you have to control it, which is worse. You have to control it, and it goes around the map, and you go around the map, you tag enemies with your grenade, which shows them on the minimap. If they have low profile, you're done. It's useless. Does absolutely nothing for you, and it's just slow. It moves around really slowly. There are some upgrades that will help it. I mean, in the gameplay you're seeing, I have flash on there, and I have EMP grenades as well as the tracker grenades, so it will blind the enemy. But again, why would you want to use this in Advanced Warfare when you could use the bomber? I forget what it's called, bombing run. When you could use the bombing run or the assault drone or the Goliath. I mean, there's so many other streaks you could use in Advanced Warfare that the Recon Drone is pretty much useless. And there's no reason for you to use the Recon Drone unless you're playing in objective mode and you want to ping out enemies. But again, low profile will make this streak absolutely useless, and it comes in at the number 2 spot. But now jumping into the number 1 spot as the worst kill streak in Call of Duty history, in my personal opinion, we have the SATCOM from Call of Duty Ghosts. This streak is just terrible. It's the UAV, but they put it on the ground where somebody can just easily walk by, knife it, boom, it's gone, and it was a 3 kill streak that you just completely wasted. The reason why the SATCOM is so bad, though, is because number 1, it's huge. I can see it from a mile away. Oh, there's a SATCOM there. Even if it is hiding in a corner, you can easily just go, knife it, destroy it, it's gone. And the other really bad part about the SATCOM is that if you call in one SATCOM for yourself, unless you're playing free-for-all, it'll only highlight enemies that either you are looking at or your teammates are looking at. So the odds are you're probably going to be dead before you even get to use the SATCOM's abilities. And I understand that what they were doing with the SATCOM in Call of Duty Ghosts, they were using it as kind of a team bonding streak where you would call in a SATCOM, your teammate would call in a SATCOM together, then it would turn into a UAV. But the problem was nobody really got the SATCOMs in sync with each other. It was either one SATCOM or 2 SATCOMs together, and the streak was just useless. The UAV is so much better because it will constantly have a sweeping radar across The mini-map, the SATCOM, you have to have 2 of them to have that sweeping effect. So it's just a bad streak. I mean, there is a perk that you can use, but it forces you to use a perk to be able to use the SATCOM effectively. It can be destroyed easier than a UAV. All you have to do is walk up and knife it, and it's just a useless streak. And I couldn't really think of anything that's worse than the SATCOM, because the SATCOM is that bad. I mean, just make a UAV worse is what they did with the SATCOM. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for the top 10 worst kill streaks in Call of Duty history. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are down below. I would be curious to see what you guys think is the worst kill streaks in Call of Duty history. You guys have a very good habit of letting me know what streak I missed or what map I missed in my lists, because I miss things, but this is just my list, and all these streaks are pretty damn bad. Pardon me, in my personal opinion. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Make sure you check out all my other previous top 10 videos down below in the description and at the end of the video. We've done quite a few of these over the past few weeks. They're very, very fun to do and make every single week. And you guys have been showing amazing support on these videos, so I can't thank you guys enough for that. But anyways, I will see you guys all in another Call of Duty video very, very soon.